Yeah, he can hit him now, but no guarantee to get a shot on the four. Oh, he got it.
Tremendous
Perfect.
shot.
Great shot.
Oh, man. Look at this Predator replay. Warp drive, high, left, arcing, hit both balls, dislodged them just enough. I think you can kind of see this is how the entire tournament is played for Lechner right here. That good break. And
I really am not familiar with him, but I saw him yesterday.
Super break. And he made good decisions, good execution, and things have kind of favored him too.
Okay, he's got the 6. Could he get off the rail? Don't want to shoot the 7 to the 8 if you're on the cushion.
Well, you're going to just need to play for an angle. I don't think you can get away from the rail here much. Just draw back a diamond in the head. Oh, he's moving forward. Okay, that's the other way you can do it.
No, he's on the rail. No bargain here.
Well, there was no way to get away from the rail was the problem. He knew that. That's why he chose to go here.
Well, he should have chose to got off the rail to start with. You know, when he played position for the ball. I don't mean it's a flaw because look where he is in the tournament. What do we got left now? 4 players?
3.
3.
Jason Shaw, Lechner, Philip.
Yeah. Oh. What happened?
I think there's a distraction. People are moving around.
Yeah, they are.
Not sure what's going on.
I'm not either, but you don't want to break up your rhythm.
But you don't want to shoot if you're agitated either. But, they're taking a momentary pause. Okay. Pretty straight in, too. This is the type of shot that can be a problem because you have to make a big stroke from the cushion.
Yeah, that could happen, too. Well, I think that whatever the distraction was, it got him out of rhythm. We got to watch
another
this
look.
again.
He tried to power up to warp it out of this scratch because it was so straight. It arced out to the side, but not quite enough. And Fiddler takes ball in hand on 9 and smiles a little bit.
You oughta. That was a big gift. He's still smiling.
First look at Fiddler's break. Drop the 1 on the side. Here comes the 2 ball. Going to be covered by the 7, it appears.
Well, he can hit it. Got a little bit sticking out. We're going to see a safe, of course, but how?
Yeah, let's record it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right.
Good shot.
Tough shot here if he's taking it on going down the corner to get to a tough combination. I really do believe he was playing the shot. That's how hard it was because it
Right,
didn't
he
even threaten
was.
the pocket.
He was trying to get to the 3-9. I think he could have hit the 2-4 rails. Play safe. Is he playing the combination? I guess. You got a bank, but he don't
Oh, he's
have.
playing the billiard.
Oh, the billiard. All right, good shot.
Now he's going to have a hard time getting to the combination now.
Well, he would have to put a lot of left-hand English. That makes the ball miss the ball. Or he could play for the bank, cross side. That's what he's aiming at. I don't know, he'd have to stiffen this. This is not right on.
No. Yeah, it's not a bank. He's either got to play safe or cut it in the corner.
Oh, look at that hit. Oh, man.
At that speed, if you scuff the rail.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
Wow. That's the shot of a champion. Here's another look. Look how
Look at
smooth.
this. The ball barely crawled, never hit a cushion. Boy, what a shot.
That would have been a 20-foot table.
I feel sorry for the players in the next 20 years. Gotta play this
Fade
guy.
that, yeah. Plus, he's going to get better because his defensive and tactical kicking side of the game hasn't evolved.
Boy, those shots are nothing.
Yeah. Got that same firepower that Jason Shaw presents. And truly, I've never seen anything like it. Not even remotely exaggerating.
Good shot. Well, anyway, this is the winner's side, right?
Yes, yeah, this is the winner's bracket final.
So we're still going to have 3 players in.
That's correct. Yep. So the scratch on the 8 ball for Lechner has now cost him 2 games as opposed to 1.
Yeah, and he's hoping it doesn't cost him more.
I've always alluded to the point that these guys breaking run out of the clip of 30%, so for an unforced error, it ends up costing you, on average, 1.3 games. Plus, you're likely to kick.
Well, he didn't make it inside.
Quality break. Looks like he's getting a 1-9 combo unless the 4 gets in the way. Yeah.
Which it did.
Woo. Like, he's smiling. Lechner's relieved. I'll tell you, he could possibly play the 9 off the back of the 4 here, too.
Oh, that's, well, good luck.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's easy. I'm saying it's possible.
Cue ball's on the cushion. How do you get the accuracy to do what you just called?
Yeah, and you need power, too. Yeah, I mean, you can't just hit it over there.
Yeah, now that's the shot. The one off the 7. That is more likely. That's what he's going to shoot. Well, he hit it a little thin. A little fuller, he would have made it. But the ball's tied up here.
Yeah, this is not the easiest ball to hit at all. Just because if you try to do something with 2 balls right there by you and kicking, it's pretty well defended kicking. I don't know if we can get the overhead, but if we can, I prefer going rail first here and kicking at the 2 rails. You can put a little draw on there, you know, or at least not draw, but center ball, and try to come in there. And you'll hit the second rail, just lightly clip the 2 or the 1 ball. Just go for separate. Just go for a hit. Trying to warp this around the 9 is super tough. Now the other choice maybe he's thinking going Z shot, going 2 cushions, but 1 cushion that's just too hard. And he's trying to go 1 cushion.
Got to stiffen it.
Oh my goodness, what a hit that
Oh,
was!
boy.
Wow. Well,
Great shot.
I shall refrain from saying that's just too hard because
Here we are.
so smooth.
The part of the replay.
See it bend right in the middle there.
Boy.
The
First
best.
of all, thinking of that shot was tough enough, and making it, wow, great play, folks.
Another good shot.
I remember when those were tough shots.
I know. Yeah. Now if you don't make him, you're doggy.
Well, he's going to play for the combination. 4-9. Got the good angle to do it.
Speed might be a little short.
Yeah, it is. Much thinner hit, but he's going to play it anyway. Very missable.
It looks like it's aimed a little bit to the high side to begin with, which means that you're going to have to just fan the pink 4 from this angle. I don't feel like he's really sure about this.
How could you be?
Yeah. If you're not, I'd prefer to kick it at 2 rails or something. No, he
No
was sure.
problem.
He was sure about it. 2-1 is our score now. Lechner on the board.
I really never saw this guy before. Does he come every year?
He's a juniors champion. He's 29 years old from Austria. If he's been here before, I don't think so. All right.
We were notified this is the first time at this tournament, second time in the U.S. Great player.
Comes out of that same stable as Mario He and Albin Ocean. So they all train together on a regular basis, so they're used to playing elite level pool. Euro Tour events, I'm sure. He won the Junior World Championship. I got kissed earlier, got kissed again. So
Scratch.
tracking.
Made the one in the side, the cue ball. Throughout the tournament, we've seen that happen a lot. One rail right in the side.
It's happened a lot. It has not happened much to Lechner, however, I will say. Much less than the others. Ideal start for this rack for filler.
Nothing tied up here.
7's right over the hole. Working the cue ball to mid-table. 9's right over the side. And Filler takes advantage of the scratch on the break. Translates that into a game. He leads the match 3-1.
Well, Filler always looks like he's having fun.
Yeah, yeah. No, you gotta love it. Because sometimes under pressure, the other day it was like 9-9 in a really crucial match with Appleton. And he was laughing and joking and carrying on, just pretty relaxed. And he'd even had a few innings where he was struggling a little bit, gave up a bunch of games. Fun is such an important component of all this. To enjoy yourself, that's the number one rule in pool. You gotta have fun.
You know, that's what I tell all the young players I know. Have fun. You're not going to the electric chair if you lose.
Nine ball? Nope.
No?
Pushed around. Well, he has a shot.
Yeah, I don't see any real problem here.
Well, maybe the 2 to the 3 because he needs to get over there between. Well, maybe not. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe the 2 goes right by the 4. Yeah, it must. Okay, yeah, you're right.
Look at that speed mark.
Yeah. Wonderful.
No?
Get a little straight. He's close. He can do what he wants here.
Well, I don't think he could kill it. I think he's going to hit 2 rails. Maybe 3.
Yeah, he's looking at it. If he draws, he can easily clip the top side of the 8. Seems
Yeah,
like
I
he
think-
could just roll it in and just play the 8 in the far corner pocket or the side, either one. He's digging down now. He's going to try to back it out of there. Good
No
shot.
problem.
Yeah, good shot. Let's take the longer position. Got pretty straight on this dude. He's drawing it all the way down, just rolling.
Uh-oh, a rare miss. That's the roll stroke got him.
He's got to be delighted. All the shots that he would maybe miss, that was the last one he thought. All right, Lechner. Happy.
Well, I always say better than, he's only one game behind. He could have been a few games behind.
Yeah, Lechner's gonna happily select that game now. Just gonna start the match over. Be his break. He can do some damage here. When he went behind the side pocket, I'm talking about Filler now. When he went behind the side pocket with that draw shot, then fell super straight. He was uncomfortable with that, and you could see it. And then his stroke, it wasn't quite the same defined stroke because the ball that we saw him whistle down the rail, that I said was going to
That was unbelievable.
was way harder than that particular one. But mentally, this one was more uncomfortable to play, and the stroke revealed it.
Made it.
On the side, he ball kissed the two.
Where's the two? You're going to tie up.
Yeah, Lechner's been tremendous about that two ball getting up by the side pocket throughout the entire week. Now he's got a battle to get a shot. Looking at where he's going to push out.
Yeah, he's going to try to freeze him on the three.
Well, it's a long ways to do it from.
That's the way. He did do it.
He did too.
That's a stroke I tell people to practice because, making that cue ball go forward a little
Mm-hmm.
without rolling it is a tough shot.
Well, from that range, and then you got to load it up with spin, but yet you got to maintain not too much pace on the two. Pretty remarkable feat right there.
One rail kick. Softly. Look at this hit.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah, we're going to see a few safes now. Well, he tried to get him with the 7, but he didn't.
It'll be hard to do much here. You have the 7 ball to try to hook them with, and you don't want that 2 to escape and be out in the open where it's bankable, or you can shoot it or get an easy save from it.
Yeah, that's going to be tough to control.
Right.
But he's got to try to control it. Can't just fan it. They'll leave a bank. Well, he left the shot.
He went for but everything was tough, and he kind of went for, let's get some separation and see if we can't get a backdoor safety out of this.
Look how cleanly he hit that.
Elevated cue from range off the rail, hits the heart of the pocket, and that 8-ball in the last game was distasteful. A far simpler shot than that one.
Well, he's got a cut in the side, but the cue ball's going to be very live. Unless you hit the 9. Great shot.
Mm-hmm. Good pace.
He's got a shot straight up the corner. This is a little tricky, Mark. You might brush the 5.
Yeah. Well, plus speed's going to be really important here.
No, he got by that. He doesn't have a real easy shot. Boy, great shot.
And even overcut the pocket and still held the cue ball. Four two. Nice run out there. Here we are in between racks. Some of the fans are moving about as Ken Schumann had requested. Wait till in between racks out of respect. There's Nick Varner. Now seated next to Jerry Bryson.
Varner just played in a one-pocket tournament in Houston. Didn't play too well. I remember him when he first came to Johnson City. Hubert Coach was his mentor.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Josh Fielder breaking now. Looking to extend his lead.
Made the ball on the side.
Gonna be compliant.
Here comes the 2.
Two's up by the side pocket. Oh, there's a great shot here on the 2. Can't ask for much more than this.
No, and he's got enough angle to glance a bit. He's not going to be on the rail. Perfect angle.
I don't know.
Oh, I do. Yeah, he's perfect angle. Draw the ball.
I'm not saying he won't execute. I'm just saying I don't know that that's exactly where he wanted to be because he's got that side pocket. Yeah, you can see that side pocket's bothering him. So he's got to dig down. You hate to have to load it up with spin, but that's, well, now he seems like he's going to go between the side pocket and the 9-ball, one rail.
You mean like that? Wait, he didn't fall on the 8. Now what? I think he's going to bank at this. Doesn't have to, but it's like you always say. You might leave your opponent a bank, and right now,
Yeah.
Lechner would be happy to have a bank.
Just to get back to the table, he's going to be delighted. So.
Oh, look at, I
terrible.
don't think,
Yeah,
that's not good.
No, that's not pro level pool there. Lechner's just going to lightly rub off put the pin the 8 to the rail that's nearest and put the cue ball 2 rails down.
Yeah,
there.
that was not.
That's not strong enough.
No, there wasn't a lot of wisdom there.
You've essentially dug your own grave at this point. Doesn't mean you always lose, but you're going to have to make a fantastic shot to wiggle free. Lechner can go off the top side of this, or he can cut it around to the end rail and come around, whichever way is most comfortable. Extreme right-hand side spin here. Well, I'm surprised he didn't get more distance out. He was trying to...
Well, he might snooker him.
I guess.
There it is.
Holy moly. Well, in any event, it's a great shot, and Miller did not play the right shot.
Oh, no, he made it too easy for the speed. Terrible.
You have to get distance between great players here. You can't let them up there where they can maneuver.
I mean, a little while ago, I said I feel sorry for the players for 20 years now. But he showed a flaw right there.
22 years old, he's a world champion, but does not really have the tactical side of the game down like some of the more older statesmen of the sport. But what he does have is firepower supreme.
Yeah, that's he got punished for that one bad shot.
Well, 2 bad shots because he didn't get position on the 7-ball, which forced him to play the 8, on the 6-ball. He didn't get on the 7 right. Then he played a bad position, then he followed it up with a bad decision.
I count the last bad shot.
Okay, well, fair enough. But one shot led to the other. Instead of maybe being out in front 5-2 and breaking, looks like it's going to be 4-3. You have to fade the Lechner break.
And you said Lechner's playing bank. He's breaking better than anyone, you said.
Yeah.
So
he won the first game against Shane Van Bonen and followed it up with 8 consecutive breaking runouts. So not bad. But that's how he's got here. Is he has not absorbed a ton of bad rolls, and he's had a lot of good things happen from the break. How late were you here last night, Danny?
I went to the banquet.
Oh. Well, we didn't get done till, I suppose it was 2 in the morning. Bergman was playing Kopik Chung. Very entertaining match.
I sat next to Mike Massey at the banquet.
Uh-huh.
And I had him pour wine for me. And He poured too many glasses.
Oh, yeah, you can't trust him.
I got dizzy.
You cannot trust Mike Massey on pouring the wine.
Yeah, I know that now. Good banquet. Everybody was excellent.
Yeah, Nick always tells me how he gets kind of emotional at those speeches and stuff. He cares. He's that passionate about it. Talking about Nick Marner, of course. All right, non-compliant break. Lechner really hurting my credibility here. He warped that kick in there that I said he shouldn't go for, and then now told you how good he breaks.
Yeah. Yeah, you did brag about his break, and now it went pickle on him.
He also didn't hit those as powerfully as he's been hitting the break.
Well, it isn't like he sold out something easy. What is he looking at? Think he's going to try to cut the paint?
Yeah, it looks like he wants to shoot.
He did, but he didn't quite hit it thin enough. He sold out.
You know Filler wants to shoot. You know, so if there's ever a doubt, if you're uncertain and he's uncertain, he's for sure shooting.
Good shot, good speed. All he's got to do is stop the cue ball now.
That's good position because it's a stop, and then maybe just a slight trickle ahead on 3, and then just slide over from the 4 to the 5. Right now he's thinking about how he wants to get on that 6 to get to the 7.
Got pretty straight. I believe he's just going to draw one rail. Well, if he got there, he's got the 4 and the 5 to get first. He's still got a chance to get the right angle on the 6.
He didn't really get the best.
Well, he better draw the ball real well.
Well, it's got enough angle draw is not the
Well,
answer.
he'd have to jack up to do that.
Yeah, plus it's not straight, so he'd be going, you know, he's never going to get down there with draw. I don't think we'll see him.
Well, we'll see right now. He's winding up to let go. Must have a hair angle. Doesn't have to turn out good. Oh, good shot. Great shot. And people recognize a great shot. Yeah, folks, this is the final day of a tournament with the best field I ever saw.
I second that opinion.
Well, he fell a little short here. I mean, no doubt he's going to cut at it.
heart of the pocket.
No problem.
Yep.
Look at the speed.
Match now tied at 4 apiece.
Now, I played in tournaments with maybe 6 real killer players. Here, you had 20 or more killer players. Yeah.
I think definitely more than 20. 14 of them came from Chinese Taipei. And then that's not counting the likes of Shaw, James Van Bowen, Lechner, on and on and on. Yeah, Bergman, yeah. John Schmidt. There was a lot of fantastic players that went to and out in this field.
You're right. Right.
Wait, what?
Niels Fine, I think he only won 1 match. Ralph Souquet was here. Alvin Ocean was here.
Only one person gonna watch it.
Skylar Woodward, Billy Thorpe.
I didn't hear it.
A lot of great players that did not make much noise here.
Yeah, Archer's one who didn't.
Archer, yeah. Been a little while for him to have made a deep run at one
Right,
of these
he
majors.
hasn't. Yeah, he's been silent now for years.
Strickland was here, playing pretty well.
Well, you got him with the break.
Yeah. I'm not even sure it was compliant. I think it was.
It's got a combination on the
Yeah.
9.
And Schumann said it was not compliant. He has a choice.
This is not a gimme, but he's going to be shooting a combination. Mostly, like you said, he likes to shoot. Well, here's a chance to shoot.
Right. But it's the iffy situation. He never surprises you with safety. You know, it's never a doubt he shoots.
Well, he missed it, but not badly. Left distance. I think Lechner will be cutting at this. I mean, I don't advise it. I think you're just supposed to shoot, stick right there, and put the 2 rails to the end rail. Because the position is tough, the shot is tough, right? Don't you like just sticking right there?
Or you can just,
He's thinking about it. Got a whole bunch of balls to get him with if he does. And when I say get him, I mean
get some blockers in there.
blockers, right. Well, he looks like he's winding up to shoot. The 2 is not sitting real good. Yeah, I don't like shooting at this. It's like I always say, the position and the shot is tough, play safe.
I don't think he's playing it. He's playing.
Yeah, he shot my first shot.
Yeah.
He left it though.
It hit the point. It was not a poorly
No, he hit the
executed
point.
shot. He hit it pretty smooth. It just,
And the point gave Filler a shot. And he'll be shooting.
Hey Danny, last night's Hall of Fame induction.
Yeah.
Talk a little, just a minute about the Janskos. They were inducted last night.
Yeah,
Is that correct?
yeah.
And neither one of them's alive. Or,
No, they're both dead.
so it was like one of their relatives accepted.
Paulie's granddaughter accepted the prize.
I thought he missed
good
it.
shot. Well, he hit it the right speed, and the
Yeah.
pocket took it.
Was her speech good? Or,
Well,
generic?
let me tell you, Greg Sullivan was also inducted, and he was scared to death of the speech, but he did good. He told me he didn't sleep the night before. That's how excited he was about it.
Yeah.
For you people out there, Greg Sullivan is the creator of the diamond table. You know, very successful, best table in existence. And he was excited about being in the Hall of Fame. It is a good feeling. Not a good feeling. It's I can't explain it.
Yeah, you're in there for eternity. I mean, it's gonna feel euphoric.
Alex Pagulayan was inducted. Oh boy, easy game.
Well, it started off with a very tough one ball. He had a shot from what was designed to be a safety, and just leaked out a little bit by Lechner. Felker shot it in, rattled it. I thought it hung, then it finally dropped, and he made some other good follow-up shots here. Not this game.
There's a TPA.
870, 833. Just a little slower pace than we're accustomed.
But that's indicative of the score, right?
Yep.
One game ahead, 870 to 833.
So when the Jansko's granddaughter came up, was it a short speech?
It was pretty short. She didn't seem to know a heck of a lot about pool.
Mm-hmm. Probably.
And they showed clips of Johnson City.
Yeah. I would have enjoyed that. I bet that was pretty nostalgic for you.
It was, because I was in the clip.
Oh, uh-huh.
See, we had all the players in Johnson City do a trick shot for Wide World Sports, one after another. I was the first one. In fact, I wrote the speech for Jim McKay. You know.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I remember the broadcaster.
Yeah, and he said, to start with, he said, you know, he really didn't know much about pool. He said, in an area right now with a whole bunch of pool sharks, I am known as the minnow. And then he did the 6 balls in the middle of the table, which he didn't know. I set it up for him. Martin Kyman, did you know Martin Kyman?
Omaha Fats.
Omaha Fats.
Yes.
He did a one-handed spot shot, and in fact, Chuck Forty let him shoot and shoot. He missed it probably 30 times, and Chuck Forty kept saying, "Let him go, he'll shoot it." And then he finally made it, but of course, if you're an audience, it looked like he made it the first shot. You know, Martin Kyman.
Oh, Lord.
He was in the Hall of Fame for World War II.
Oh, I didn't know this.
Oh, yeah. He's buried at Arlington.
Huh.
Funny man. But but, you know, if you knew him well, he was at Johnson City all the time. But you could tell that he was a little bit shell-shocked, you know.
Okay, yeah. He always wore a white T-shirt.
A white T-shirt.
And then he'd usually have a mustard stain from a hot dog on
You're right. You know it well.
And then, yeah, he played pool. One time, him and I were playing. And I'd beaten him. He was upset. I don't know, some small amount of money. He told me if I ever even think about setting foot across the city line in Omaha, I'm not going to like it. That was not my only meeting with him, but it wasn't very many.
But it was a very good film clip.
Yeah.
Mike Pinoza was great master of ceremony.
Always.
Jeanette League was there. You know, a whole bunch of Hall of Famers were there,
Yeah.
and Jeanette League was gorgeous.
Oh yeah.
She was. And Pat Fleming was there too,
Yeah.
and he did a good job. And I gotta say that.
No, that's cool.
Oh, it was a great event. Good food, dinner. Sellout. It was a sellout. There were no more seats.
Mm-hmm. I'm always happy when to see the Hall of Famers that return for this. Not everybody can.
They were all there. Except Jim Rempe didn't come.
Dallas West didn't come.
Yeah, and, well, he didn't come last year.
Okay, everybody, we're back. Ken Schuman's racking. Miller is going to be breaking here after that good run out he made.
Well, you know, I have to say this. You probably think this too. Filler and Lechner look similar. They look like they're related.
Mm-hmm. Tall, slender, short
Yeah.
cropped hair.
Except Filler's left-handed. Oh, he's got that down pat.
Oh, that was a good one there. Here comes the two tracking for the side pocket.
Better hit the point. Oh, perfect.
Look at that. Look at
Oh,
that.
this is a good start.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Lechner's going to get back to the table here.
What a way to come back from your break. It's just a stop shot here on the side to start with. 3 balls went down in the break.
Yeah, no problem here. It's going to be stop, stop. No, he cut it a little.
He went for the corner purposely. And he knows once he gets out here, then it doesn't matter what angle he has. He can get out to the side. Now it's real easy to get on the 6.
Well, I called the side, but whenever you cut a ball thin, there's more movement, so he didn't have to move there at all.
Right. Yep.
And
Another breaker run out here for Filler.
back to Pat Fleming and filming this stuff. I know Filler's going to look at it and going to the shot we condemned when he just stuck around the 8, remember?
Mm-hmm.
That'll give him some knowledge. That's why AccuStats is such a big benefit.
Well, I
They
think
get knowledge.
that and the fact that Lechner punished him for it, I think.
Oh, of course.
Help it also.
Yeah, well, in other words, what we're saying is he won't do that again, right?
Hopefully that, yeah. Here we see it, Lechner pocketed 25 balls, Filler 56 balls. 889, Filler pushing up there towards the 900 mark. That's brought to you by Q-Tech.
Yeah, he's got that down.
2-ball filters to the end rail, so it will not be an easy offensive shot at all.
No, we're going to see a little safety. Well, he's not going to get him totally. I think he can hit it. Maybe not. But that's the shot I always call, you know, perpendicular to the end rail, and he sure did that.
His speed was nice.
I mean,
I
there's no
gathered.
problem hitting this. He's going to kick it.
I gathered. I thought that's what it must have been.
But where does
I
it
didn't
all
think it
stop?
was
No, exactly.
a new formula for your
Very
word.
vulnerable at that point. These guys are pretty nimble at kicking with speed, though. A lot of times they choose softer speeds than you would imagine to get just as much, if not more, result.
Well,
Oh,
he's
yeah,
not
she throws
gonna
a phone
try to
instead of
kick
it.
it and hit it full. He's going to try to hit
She's
it
like this.
two rails and a little thinner, where the cue ball will move after it hits the two. Let's see if he does that. That's what he was aiming at. Get it?
Wow.
Not only that, he might have made it, but you see, that second rail gives you more angle when you hit the two, and
Yeah.
look where the cue ball went.
Oh, he got separation tremendous.
It was not an accident. He planned it. Okay, I know he likes to shoot. He's got a shot here, but
Yeah.
not much.
I don't think this is the time to shoot.
He might be cutting at it. No, he's hitting it full.
Just a smidgen of a double kiss, and that hurt his,
It hurt him a lot.
throw on the table.
Well, I think you cut the two into the six, let the two stop right there, and you go two rails maybe behind the 7, 9, 3. He's got a big target to get him with. Might even freeze him on the 5.
Danny called it. Lechner executed it.
Yeah, he had a lot of obstructions here. Good shot.
Kicking at this. Then make a hit. Caught it just thin enough. He did not get a lot of separation.
And he left the 9.
Looks like the 9 could go into the side.
Oh, it could. And he'll shoot it. It's looking pretty good. Yeah, he's sizing it up. Wouldn't hurt to shoot the 9 and play safe too. You know, don't just let the cue ball stay out in the open. Shoot it with a little speed. Maybe if you don't make it, you can snooker them. Can't just bet the game on this. See what I mean?
Shot. Yeah, beautiful shot. 6-5. Lechner wins that game with that nice combination shot.
Well, Mark, I got to tell you this. It's fun doing the commentary with you, but I really miss competing.
I imagine. Many years.
But
you
it's
were a
my
stalwart.
way. It's my way of staying close to the players
Yeah.
and staying in the game.
Yep.
And I think a commentator that has played the game is better than a commentator who never played, right?
Well, I mean, to some extent, there's a certain degree of professionalism. There's one thing to have a color analyst, and there's another thing to have a broadcaster.
And somebody sounds like they're fucking dying. He gets every
Support both roles the best that we can.
everything there. Oh, fucking, he's gonna go for
One
this.
thing, it
That's
keeps your
it.
mind fit, and you still recognize the right shot.
I'd pay more
See if
to
he
not have
ramps
this
up the
going.
power a bit more. His last one was more of a minimized power rate. He did not get good results.
Well, he finally made it. Big shot then.
But look at this. Nice opening. 2-ball came around. He has a good shot here. It goes from the 2 to the 3. He even has a hint of the right angle.
And the reason that this one in the side even goes is because we racked the 9 on the spot.
Right.
Or that wouldn't be so automatic.
Right. It'll go when the 1's on the spot, but it goes much freer when the 9's on the spot.
Got the right angle to go to the 3. Good shot. He doesn't have much angle. He might have to go forward here.
Yeah, it's pretty flat. You're right.
Good shot. It fell a little short. I thought he had more angle going forward, but he's not real good here. I don't know. You got to consider maybe not even shooting this.
No.
Put him behind the 6.
It's not as bad as you're thinking. I've made that mistake too. But he will handle this pretty effortlessly. Our perspective is different.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
You're right.
Because I've watched this too, and I think, okay, there he is. And you see what I mean? He could
easily.
Yeah.
Made it look easy. Well, he got pretty straight, but he can draw the ball and get closer to the 6.
The 7's over the side, so not much problems there.
No, just don't snooker yourself. Good shot.
I think he's going to play the 7 in the far corner rather than try to get it to the nearest pocket.
You're right.
Just because it's so much easier. He's not going to miss that shot.
Yeah, it's tough to if you try to get to the side, you're going to run into the 9. The way you called it, it's going to be automatic.
Wants to come down and take a look at the angle that he's going to get. He can get there from anywhere once he pockets the 7, but he wants to make it as simple as possible. Additionally, once you go out there and design a shot, it plays so much easier than if you happen there.
Uh-oh.
Ooh,
Wow.
perfect speed.
It trickled in.
Ooh. Yeah, he missed that ball. Or hit it in rough, put it that way. So the cue ball now is thinner on the 8 than he had designed, but not by much. And this looks to play great. He's just taking a moment here to kind of recollect his nerves. First breaking run out of the match by Lechner ties us at 6 games apiece.
Right. Now you're not a liar. He is a good breaker.
Yeah, when you think about it, Danny, going back, there's, fewer and fewer of us that go back. There's me, you, Nick Varner, Ernesto Dominguez played in this event. I said, you got to do it for us old guys, Ernesto. And then Mike Massey, okay, the guy, I mean, aside from the fact that he pours too much wine, he's a throwback to our era.
Well, you mentioned Ernesto, a real good guy and a great table mechanic.
Man, a hard-nosed competitor. He's
Oh,
tough,
no doubt about it.
His son has had more acclaim, but I actually think Ernesto was the better of the two.
No doubt about it.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. His son is named Oscar. His son did win a Turning Stone tournament, which is like a world tournament.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's definitely a pro event. All right, Max Lechner on a run of one break and run out. Would like to extend that. One ball found the side.
Oh, and so did the cue ball. It's amazing how often that happens.
Especially with the cut break, where the cue ball's hot coming off there.
Look
See
at
if he
this.
gets a kiss.
He made the ball. Cue ball went right in the side.
Lightly kissed the three ball. I put the over-under on 55 seconds to finish up this rack. Just have a hint the wrong angle, yeah.
Well, he'll handle it. When you're that close to the pocket, you could create an angle by playing part of the pocket. And that's what he just did.
Right back in line, perfect now.
Effortless, too.
He'll come back out to the center of the table, as opposed to go for the side.
You got to leave an angle on it, which he's going to do. No, it looks like he's pretty straight.
No, he's fine. He did play an angle on the side. I thought he would come
a
punching
little
around.
angle, right.
Yeah, he's
I was wrong. Look at how easy this plays.
Nice one old guy in the commentary. It's so painful to listen to.
Pocket, I think. No.
Yeah, he left straight. He didn't even. I don't know why I'm doing that. Dutch English impression.
Clean up the table.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't take long.
Yeah, the guy's always trying to back him up. Like,
Well, anyway, let me mention something.
He's pretty fine.
Ocala and Van Boning are playing a 10-ball match, race to 120, 3 days.
That'll be a great one to watch. I really love the way Shane's playing right now.
Except he's going to sleep in the street tonight. He got eliminated.
Oh, well, it wasn't that he played poorly. He played amazingly.
Oh, he's a great player.
Orcolo, too. They played well here. Just watching Shane, though, he had that little extra crispness while playing here. Both the matches he lost was brutal, but he lost to Lechner here in this match. Lechner had him, won the first game, broke and ran 8 to go out 9-0 in front. Van Boning came back, won 10 in a row, missed a 5-ball to win the match. Lechner got that game, and then broke and made the 9 on the break to steal the match. And then Berkman put him out, but Berkman played almost perfect. Shane played great in that match, too. Shane missed the 9-ball to tie up the match hill.
Well, Bergman played good today, but he missed 1 ball. That might have been the difference. But he played solid. He's playing good.
I think this tournament was his maiden voyage of establishing himself as something much better than a great player. I think he's now moved into the elite realm.
And that's your man.
Yeah, I'm biased, but I'm not saying it for that reason. Just to be gratuitous, because I would not do that. That would mitigate any credibility I have left in.
You got great credibility. Are you kidding?
But good, I was about to hit you up for a small loan. He had to. Now he sees again. He's gotten a little bit
Shaking
flat.
his head a little. He doesn't like it totally.
The ball before it, he kind of had to hit it to the heavy side to get past the 9. Now he's got this.
But, you know, it could be a little better, but he can go forward 2 rails.
When that 3 ball,
yeah,
see the
he
3
looks like
just,
he's going to be satisfied to take a cut on the 4. But I think he could have went forward. Let's see. He did. Boy, I criticize myself sometimes.
What a nice shot that was.
Well, he was looking like he was aiming to cut it. But then he got up.
Yeah, because you always fucking run.
What he was thinking, but he got perfect.
Well, the thing is, he made that look easier than it actually was, because that object ball was way off the rail, and to create an angle and cheat the pocket there, you have to be have supreme firepower.
But I think that's the only flaw he has. He makes the game look too easy.
I've said that before about Jason Shaw. Sometimes when it's an open layout, he does not take his time, and he ends up working himself out of line. Unlike when he's got a super tough out where he's challenged, he seems to rise to the occasion and really focus throughout every ball.
Oh, really? He was 3 games behind. He's got such heart.
Mm-hmm.
He really does.
Well, he can win from anywhere. He knows that.
Yeah, he was 3 games behind late, and he managed to overcome it all and win it.
Well, he was down 8-3 at one point.
Yeah. See how effortless he did that?
Oh, well done. Joshua Filler now. 2-game lead. That was a breaking run out, too. Got down. It was his 3rd one of the match. There's our TPAs. Feller's over 900 now at 914. 74-35 in balls pocketed. Just like to send a little special shout out to Jeffrey Jimenez, who lets us know that this is the exact same outfit that Josh Filler wore to win the U.S. Open. Saying he did not think it was a coincidence.
Oh, yeah? You think it's his lucky outfit?
Why not? I mean, he had success. Tiger Woods wears red. A couple balls went in. Where's the 2 ball at? Got kissed. It was coming back up for the side pocket, then got a last second kiss there with the 6.
Well, you gave a shout out. I'm going to give a shout out to Classic Q, the owners, my good friends, Dave and Rick. Best pool room in Western New York.
Now it's going to be a push-out circumstance here. Yeah, lechner. You don't want to give it back. But on the other hand, do you want to shoot a straight back bank past the 4 ball?
No, it's debatable. You might want to give it back. It depends on who you're playing and the score, I think. He gave it back.
Yeah.
Yeah, let him figure out a save from here. You know, I would just go 2 rails at the 9 with the right speed for distance if you don't hit the 9.
That's a respectable play.
Maybe.
Well, it's separate. Yeah, I mean, it didn't turn out the way he hoped, but the idea of letting the cue ball come clear around the table and then overcutting that 2 ball and trying to get separation with it. Such a nice cue.
Oh boy, how clean.
Yeah.
How clean at that speed. Wow.
I was watching his elbow and his head just to see, because that's one of those little shots that sometimes.
Because you like to talk about the elbow.
Well, then sometimes.
I never knew I had one. But you're right, of course. You're an expert at the form.
Well, and the fluidity of the stroke, and if it, you can kind of tell a lot by if the player kind of lunges or twitches as he delivers the cue, and that naturally enhances the likelihood of a miss. So you kind of see how they're feeling just based on how still they remain after they hit the cue ball.
Yeah, Mark, I compliment you a lot because you're right near me.
Yes, I'm very imposing.
Uh-oh.
Now, this is where his long, lanky frame will help. He's likely to not need a bridge on this shot, where the Lion would have to have the bridge on this shot.
Yeah, but he uses the bridge pretty good.
Yeah. No.
But he plays on 6x12 snooker table. I'm talking about Alex.
Mm-hmm.
He won Canadian national title 2 years in a row and ran a perfect game. And the feat of any sport, I think. Okay.
Just incredible. A maximum on a 6x12, a 147. I don't know of any other pool players that have a 147. Lechner uses his shot clock extension.
Beautiful.
Boy,
what a shot.
With speed control.
Yeah. Now he just has to draw the ball back. I think he's full enough to do that. And when I say full enough, that means you can hit the ball pretty solid. That's what's good about Simona's cloth. You don't have to shoot hard to draw the ball.
It says that our delivery has already happened.
Yeah, we both agree on Simona's cloth. No matter what, that's the only thing I would play. Good rack there for Lechner. 8-7. That's our score, Lechner.
Yeah, he needed that back. One.
Yeah. That's a confidence builder, too, because he started off with a good tester.
And Simona's cloth is pretty tough.
Has that ever
It
happened
doesn't
before?
wear
It's
easily.
similar.
The
And
only time when it turned the liver.
it's a great clock that we
plays great throughout its life. Even when it's worn out, it still plays good. If it, you know, if you're a straight pull aficionado, which I am, if you lightly go into the balls, they separate on some bones.
You're right.
But here it says that it's been delivered a while ago, and I ordered like
Yeah.
5:30,
I think even
and
before
then
that.
called the restaurant.
Okay, we ordered there enough, and they didn't. I want some eggy fried mackie extra.
Bill Hendrickson to the right of Filler, one of Pat's helpers.
There it is. The add-on. The other one's Pia Filler. That's Josh's wife.
It says that it's been delivered, so I want to check where the order is.
She's a seriously good female player and a great supporter.
There it is. Well, he's finally showing you why he said he's got a great break. But look at the balls, they tied up a bit.
Yeah, not much of a shot up the two. At best, a bank if he can hit it.
It's on its way.
Live with the tracking tool. Maybe maybe they do that because they don't. Maybe they don't pick up the check, and then it gives you like an average delivery time. No, that's what it's got to be the algorithm, right? So like when they'll press it.
What could happen completely in the tracking tool if they actually bring the order, it comes here, check the delivers, but then I don't know. He realizes that the order has been mixed, or that it's not the right.
This is the push out.
He goes back, then
Oh,
the
don't
order
leave a
is
bank.
just saying that.
Because where he was going to push, he was going to leave a bank.
There are contingencies that could happen, and that
Guess he's pushing out to the
prevent
kick.
them because it's the first time.
That's it. You got to push out to the kick.
And she says
And
they're
if you
just
kick
on
too
its way.
full,
Exactly.
the cue ball won't go anywhere.
So I can imagine
And you might make the two.
something happen.
And where the three is, it wouldn't hurt you.
You think I'm too much into
I tell you,
And then the one thing I have read is like
Filler already did.
people liking the food, but complaining about the delivery time sometimes. But
but we know it's long.
yeah,
Well,
exactly. Yeah, we're happy now
help
because we know they're making
kicking
fresh
toe in
and
the
it's.
side.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not complaining.
Yeah.
And
But it's just if you can have a tool that says, oh yeah,
yeah.
oh by the way, you can check the delivery. Oh, it's been delivered. It's like, oh, fine.
Yeah, that's something. And usually the tracking tool is
Oh,
super
man,
accurate.
good
It's
speed.
always been
Look at that speed,
super
Mark.
accurate.
Tremendous shot.
That was a dirty shot.
Conspiracy things
And
in, like maybe
not
they're
only
trying
was
to
it a dirty shot,
say
but
it's
a
been
two-rail
delivered, but it
kick
hasn't.
now will open
So
it for you
because
who just
But
left
that's
it.
what I'm telling you. I'm always
Yeah,
using
everything
Okay.
won't be tied up
Every
after
time I
this.
It's
Okay, so it
always,
was.
always accurate, super accurate. Not in other restaurants, but
Okay.
with them. So it's
Lechner had to face a lot of risk with that shot because a lot of the other things
and
could go
thinking
awry.
this time just by
Turned down.
experience with the experience with
He was forced to just because he had to push out. He was the underdog in the rank. Took a chance to turn things around.
You know,
Has done
it's
so.
raining, there's wind, maybe something happened. You know,
So,
where I was
so
with
must be-
Guillermo,
Oh, look at that. He hit the paint.
it's in
but he
between
left
those
the paint.
huge buildings in,
But
Zaal.
still, to not sell out
I
from where
couldn't get
Josh
out
was,
of my car.
that's a pretty good shot.
I couldn't manage to open the door because of the wind. It's in a
Yeah,
huge
but
avenue, and the wind was
he's got a good
blowing
chance to
like
put
really
him in
exactly on
jail
the
here.
direction. And it took me at least 5 minutes before I get actually out of the car. I just couldn't. It's
No, I think he's going to leave him an edge.
Oh shit! I turned out.
Maybe
Fuck.
not, but I think he did.
Are you saying I'm speaking too much?
No, I forgot I was playing poker, and maybe sort of 2 minutes since I totally forgot. I can multitask, but I just forget.
Another thin hit safety.
Oh, I don't know about this.
No good.
He's so loud. And you notice he
Shit.
jumped up.
Mm. Yeah.
Oh, I wrote some tuna.
Yeah, terrific. He fell on the right angle here. I think he can get to the floor pretty handily. And
It's been a while since
First
one of those
balls are
tune
open.
sides.
Yeah.
You like
he's
that?
got his 8th win before him.
You know that you make some tuna? Oh, I know what I'm going to do.
Very
I
good.
was
Well,
thinking
now it seems like he has to
tomorrow
deal
is,
with the 7 ball.
Thursday,
Yeah, you're right. But I think he can go around the
So
7.
IKEA should be open. I'm looking for a shower curtain, but you know, like I told you last time, this is plastic.
This is one of those
I want
shots where
one
you
in,
can go around.
fabrics, but,
How you hit the
that are,
pocket dictates
water
what you get away
Right.
from it or not.
like I had before. I really loved the one I had
Must be close. Boy, good ball, dude. He got right on around there, no
before.
problem.
You wanna come with me?
No.
Once again, proper angle leads him to the 7 ball.
Yeah, he's got
Yeah,
that
I
little
love IKEA.
angle
Yeah,
where
you
he can
cannot hit it
force
more than
forward
I
and
do.
go to the 7.
I need to find the shower.
Nice shot.
Did you and Betty fly or
Oh,
drive
it
here?
really was.
We flew. We don't drive anymore.
Take it.
Going tomorrow?
Cool.
Yeah. Danny, are you going home tomorrow?
Yes.
You're
Yes.
making
Well, that's good news for everybody back in Buffalo because tomorrow in the Diliberto household is pasta day.
Yeah, but
Miss
I won't
that.
be there in time to cook.
Oh,
You know, we're leaving like 3 something in the afternoon, so by the time we get home, I won't have time to cook.
well, I'm not coming.
You're right. I miss it. You know, I love. Well, I grew up eating Italian food on Sunday.
Our match is about to be tied up here with a really quality
Good
run out.
match.
Wow. This is for who advances to the final set.
You know, and this is kind of, we figured this kind of match.
We're going to have a short player timeout.
Yeah.
I don't blame them. Important set. This would be a title that would stay with you for the rest of your life. One of these career-defining tournaments. I remember we used to have these tournaments at Barry's Pool Room back in the early days.
Yeah, I remember.
And it would be guys like yourself, Buddy Hall, Mike Siegel, Steve Bizarek, Jim Rippey, Luther Lassiter, David Howard, Mike Corella, Ray Martin,
Pat Fleming. Don't forget Pat.
Pat. There was a guy in Richmond, Roy Trivet. Do you remember him?
Oh, of course.
Okay.
Big guy with a great break.
Dave Bowman played.
Oh, poor Dave. Dave is gone, no longer with us. Great tip mechanic,
Yeah, well,
good player.
golfer.
Yeah, he
Gym
was.
player.
He played on the pro tour. Passed away a few years ago. And we've been notified that Dave Bowman was the second player to bring a jump cue to the tournament. I didn't know that.
Guess we know who the first one was.
Oh, Pat?
Oh, who else? How would he know number two? He didn't know who number one was.
Pat Fleming, besides being a great promoter, was a great jumper.
Well, I always say that he's a guy that was way ahead of his time in every facet of it, and still is today. People don't appreciate what all he's brought to the sport.
You're right.
He's the typical chronic overachiever that sometimes, to his own personal detriment, sacrifices for the sport.
And he was a pretty good straight pool player.
Fantastic. Yeah.
And I'll get him mad because he couldn't beat me.
That brings up another good player that was there. Alan Hopkins used to come.
Yeah.
It was 32 elite players. I was a bit younger. Ended up, I did play. I didn't play in the first couple, but I attended.
You forgot to mention Efren. Efren came there.
No, that was, I'm talking about early at Sulis Point Road. Yeah.
I played Efren there gambling.
Oh.
So I know he was there.
Yeah. But I'm talking about the early. When Luther Laster, I think Irving Crane played too. But
I don't really think so.
No?
No.
I know he primarily played straight pool, but it
Right.
seems. But anyway, I guess my memory's foggy then. But I know Luther Laster played. I watched him play a gambling match against Mike Corella. We were all leaving the venue, and Corella was there with a lot of money.
That was my pupil, you know that.
I know.
Like he was my little brother.
Laster, he was pretty old and haggard at the time, come walking out.
He was, and sick.
And Corella says, "How about you, old man? You want to do something?" And Wimpy looked at him, and I was kind of offended because Corella wouldn't be able to hang with Luther when he was Corella's age.
Not at all.
And I thought, well, that's kind of rude. And but Lassiter was amused because no one had challenged him in so many years. And he looked at him. He says, "I'll play on one condition." And Corella said, "What's that?" He said, "We play on this table right here." And it was a 5x10. And so they agreed and they played. And I sat behind Lassiter, and they ended up at 6 in the morning breaking even. But it was just amazing. That was the only time I got to see Lassiter play a money match.
Corella didn't get bothered by a 5x10 because he played in Miami on a 6x12 snooker table every day.
Luther wanted to play on the 5x10 because that was really his game. That's where he felt like he had he kind of felt like the 9-footer was more of a little bit of a lucky type of a thing.
A 9-ball, yeah, but in straight pool, I always thought the 5x10 was easier to play straight pool on.
Except that your high run is a third of what your 9-foot high run is.
Yeah, but it was easier to get around the balls, and they didn't tie up.
That might be true. Okay, everybody, both players are here. Ken Schumann asking the crowd to quiet down, and play will commence here. 8-8 is our score.
Thank you.
fell short. Cue ball got kissed down
Yeah.
the table.
Oops.
Unless he made 2 balls. Oh no, the 7 just got over the edge. Okay. Wow, the 1 lines up nice. Now the 8 ball, I don't know that it's just hanging, so that might be a little bit difficult to deal with.
But it's hanging sort of, but the rail is there.
That's what I
You
mean.
know, it's missable.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is one of those, if you miss it to the high side, you can double kiss the 8 and not make either ball.
You're right. And it's tough to control the cue ball off a shot like this.
Right. If you hit the 8 thin with the 3, then the 3 goes down along the long rail, maybe a diamond or 2 up table. This very shot will have a great deal to do with who wins this rack.
Perfect control of all balls.
Man.
Tough to do.
Yeah. That was a good shot. He didn't overhit it. He didn't get jumpy, twitchy.
Great angle. Easy shot. That's what great position is. Easy shot with position easy.
That was the second breaking run out of the match for Lechner. 9-8 in front. Both players just over 900 on the TPA. Here's our Q-Tech stats. 909 for Lechner. 905 filler. 60 balls pocketed for Lechner. 76 for filler. 9 errors for Lechner. No. 6 errors. 6 errors.
You got it upside down.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Exactly. 8
You know,
errors.
if you look at the 6 upside down, it becomes a 9.
You should have.
See how smart I am?
I was just going up the stats rather than down the stats. Well, he wouldn't mind another break like he just had. Get a ball hanging over the corner pocket, and a compliant break, open layout. The 9 does count on the break. It's now tuning in.
Oh, he made the ball on the side, too.
You get a shot on the 2.
He's got that, too.
Wow. Yeah, this is.
Yeah, I don't think Filler has a real lot of hope to shoot this game.
It's probably contingent upon this very shot. We expect him to get it. The first shot of any rack is always the most challenging to kind of reassert yourself.
Oh, yeah, it is. It's not an easy shot, and you could snooker yourself shooting it. Position is tough here.
Not super tough, but yeah, it's not by your design. It's this first shot to kind of get you back into that rhythm thing. You can just go 2 rails and then back to the center. So it's a smooth stroke. One's going to be quiet now.
Then the 4 enters.
Man, tremendous.
Great shot. Yeah. Got a good angle to get to the 5. To the 4. Good shot.
Really good speed.
Jason Shaw plays the loser of this match.
Total control. Once he made that opening shot, everything is just laid open here. So this would be a second consecutive break and run out since the break that they took.
Pretty good.
Yeah, not much to say about this. It's pretty much a foregone conclusion that he's going to need one more game after these 2 balls. And the straight stroking Max Lechner moves out to the hill on an unfinished run of 2 consecutive racks, 3 for the match.
Well, the break you were talking about is finally showing up, Mark.
Yeah, well, the filler too. I mean, you can't get to the stage of the tournament not running a lot of racks along the way. But yeah, Lechner looking good. Pleasant kind of a guy. I really like, he admitted to being quite nervous playing Shane Van Bonen.
Why wouldn't you be?
Well, that and the crowd and his first time, but what I'm saying is he's honest, and rather than have some big ego and say, you don't scare me or anything. And then you can fix things that, or, naturally you'll be nervous because you don't know the outcome, irrespective of how good you are. It just means that you care. But being able to channel that energy in the right way and not become overwhelmed is the key. If you're honest, it's much easier to move past that.
Made it again.
And the two ball did not get kissed. It's tracking to the side right where he plays it. If it hits that point, there it is. That's the patented Lechner break right there. One on the side, two ball comes around three cushions, gets very near the side pocket. In this case, the cue ball is also near it. A real chance to go 3 racks unfinished and win this match.
This is the whole problem with the rack. Falling on the 3. It's got enough angle to get to the center of the table. That's where you want to be.
Well, the 3 to the 4 is going to be the awkward part here.
That's later.
If you can get good, yeah, because you can kind of paint yourself in the corner if you don't get good here.
Got a little obstructions now going from the 3 to the 4.
This is interesting. I don't know if we can get the overhead, but we have a moment. Where he's pointing at now, he just wants to top spin, maybe a little bit inside English, and not go all the way. He's looking at going here rather than try to go all the way down. I think this is where he's going to play for.
He hasn't decided yet.
Well, the problem trying to go around the 7 is that you spend a lot of time at no man's land.
But how about going forward with a little right-hand English?
Well, that's what I said to begin with, yeah. Now he's queuing up as if he is trying to go around the 5.
Oh, perfect.
Wow. Yeah.
Perfect.
Smoothly executed.
Got a perfect angle now to go 4 to the 5. I'm afraid Filler doesn't have much hopes to win this particular match, but he's still alive in the tournament. Six and 7 in the same pocket. Just leave it. Well, it doesn't really matter. When the ball's out like this, you don't have to get a great angle. You're going to get position even if you're straight in.
No, that's a true story. Still want to keep on the cushion. Yeah,
Got an
no
angle.
problem. Yeah, hint of an angle, that's all he needs. Now, if there was any doubts whether this guy is for real or not, he's answered that question.
Morning.
When I saw him yesterday, I knew he was for real.
it's done like that, takes a lot of the pace out of the cue ball, and then he still controls the speed well. So that's someone that plays a lot of pool. Great feel. He started off the match kind of shaky. Remember, he jammed that 8 ball and scratched behind it, gave up ball in hand. So Filler won the game with ball in hand on the 9. Man, great speed. Match ball. This would be right after his break. He came back and ran 3 consecutive racks. This is going to move his total performance average up right around 928. Great match. Very classy. Winner of the winners bracket. Excellent. Tremendous play.
Well, you said he was nervous playing Van Boning. He had a